fellas, a bitch could date you and be physically there and emotionally and mentally unavailable. Yeah, I'm with you, but I'm checking my ex story all day and page all day. I'm looking through the likes, yeah. Bitches look through the likes. Logging in their fake page, and all of those different things. All our focus and attention is on him, so she couldn't possibly be emotionally available or mentally available for you. But you treating her good, you doing all of these things, and you paying attention to all the little things that she like. All that shit don't even count because she not even there. But you get to know that when you're dating. You get to be able to match her words and her actions together.
All right, man. So you had the lady here talking about how a woman can be physically attracted to you, but still emotionally invested somewhere else. And kind of how women get over, breakups, especially when guys break them up. It's not the same with men. Men, pick themselves up. They know they got to make more money. They know they got to get in shape. They know they got to get their mental together. Women, get over other guys, over guys like that, trying to sleep it off. And I don't mean, going to sleep with your 2 quarts of Haagen-Dazs. They try to go sleep with other guys to heal the pain. I'm pretty sure for them, it really doesn't work. And it's hard for them, even though they might find a good dude, but they still stuck on what used to be, especially when they feel like the relationship didn't end on their terms, or they feel like, they prematurely ended it and they made a mistake. Their mind is still stuck there on that next guy, calling them, stalking them. And he didn't move. When guys move on, they move on. They might come get some sex from me every now and again, but I think most guys figure out the best option is just let it be and be done with it. And a woman that you could be dating, that's one of the scary things about dating. A woman that you could be dating, she can just be dating to get over that next guy. So you already in a deficit. That's like if you're running a 100-meter dash and you 50 meters behind. They're already halfway through the race and you got to be, it's hard. It's hard. And a lot of times when you're naive in dating or you lack experience in dating, you don't see these signs. You don't see the interest. You don't really pay attention to how interested she is or how she really not, she in her phone while y'all dating, or she texting somebody else, or she don't text you consistently, or she only check up on you to do things on the weekend. Like I said, I've seen things where women be like, they'll drop everything to go out with a guy. They'll drop everything. Even if they have plans with girls, they're gonna fit you in. Like, okay, I'm going out with Tiff and them at 9. We can do something. We want to do something before then, or I can just cancel it. When they really like a guy, you kind of start to see like they kind of want to be in your presence. They make room for you. Same thing for guys. You really like a girl, hey, that game that come on, like shit, I catch the highlights. I'm gonna go chill with her. Woo, woo, woo. So it's kind of hard to see when somebody ain't really emotionally invested into you. Especially when you paying attention to how pretty she is and all that. But a lot of people out here are just people that people are dating just to get over their ex, or just to they bored, or just to occupy. You got people saying that they date just for dinners, but a lot of people date just to do something because they don't have nothing to do. And they don't have an interest at all. They just dating. They're dating you because they bored. Or they ready for their ex to call, and as soon as you made this investment into this particular woman, and her ex come back, he can have her whenever he want to have her. And I mean, this is very common, especially amongst women who especially amongst women who just got out of breakups, or excuse me, especially the most common amongst women who have children by other men. Yeah, that's the most common you're gonna get that one. When she got a baby daddy or an ex that she been in a relationship a long time with, like bro, it's pretty much a wrap. They're done. They're done, and there's a value in being married, or there's a value in a woman that was in a long term relationship. But the downside, the downside of it is the downside of it is um the downside of it is, excuse me, these little birds in the way, is that that particular guy that she was with, he can have access to her. They've been together so long. Like if he say jump, she gon' jump. And say how high, she gonna do what she say do. He know her well than anybody else knows her out here. So yeah, so a lot of times, most men they not wrong for dating just to clap cheeks. Because a lot of these women, they mind is in other places. They ain't got over that particular guy. A lot of times they think they got over a particular guy. You meet a guy, you be like, well, she like, well, something is missing. You know what I'm saying? He not him. And in a minute that guy, contacts you out the blue, he might be mad at his new chick. They might have broke up. He might just want, some sex. She gonna go. So y'all really talk about how piss poor the dating pool. The guys are not the main reason, or probably even top three of the main reasons why the dating pool is piss poor. It's situations like this. You got women that's dating for foodie calls. You got women that's dating just because they bored. You got women that's dating just to get over their ex, and if he come back, she going with him. She going back with him. You didn't put all this work in. You know what I'm saying? You got women telling women to sleep with the guy first and see if they can pass. So, men are just going to adjust to that. They just going to adjust to that. And, a lot of guys, there's really no way to learn how you dating when you're young, or if you haven't had a lot of dating experience, it's no Bible or no guidebook to tell you how to do it. But, especially in the dating world is constantly changing. So when you're sitting here, you just got to pay attention to the signs. One of the biggest things is if you got a text first and she don't text you back, it's like, and she'll never text you, it's just to the point like, okay, just let it go. She's not that interested. You know, she's not that interested. She, just simple as that. If she kind of seemed disinterested in the conversation, not as engaged as the conversation, let it go. Let it go. She don't ask no questions neither, let it go. So that's the dangerous thing about it. It's a dangerous game about it. Like she can just be using you as a placeholder. Then the nasty side of it, or the dangerous side of it, is she can be using you to make another nigga jealous. She can be all in on you, posting pictures of y'all and stuff, but she really just making that next guy jealous. And if your mind is worried about making other guys that you've been with jealous as a woman, like you ain't over it. You ain't over it. So it's a dangerous game, and this is why guys play the dating pool on how they play it. This is why. It's too many variables. It's too many hidden variables in there. And to be honest with you, the older you date, the more and more you deal with this. Because the more and more serious and experienced partners and experience she had with in the dating scene. You could be dealing with a chick and you could seem like it's getting serious. You know what I'm saying? But then all of a sudden she just ghosts you, or she just like, she's like, oh, she just start acting funny, but all right, you know how to play it. A lot of women just be looking just to have little things on the side because they baby daddy or their ex might have pulled back in their life. That's why I say, man, you treat baby mothers, you treat them like prostitutes. You treat them like hookers. They in that same category. The loyalty is never going to be there. Think about it. And a lot of women that have been in the game a long time, and usually tend to be the baby mothers who've been there. You got to understand too, with them, you know, they got so much trauma. They got so much trauma built up. They can't be nobody's wife. They can't be nobody's wife. They got so much trauma built up. So a lot of times things can be going well between y'all and y'all can be taking the next step, but she nervous. So she just, nobody got time with that. She got so many questions. She's scared. Nobody got time to deal with that trauma. Get with a younger girl who don't have that trauma. This is why when you started creeping to the 30s, a lot of them women is just, you sleep with them and you sleep with them for a good couple of months, and then you just going about your business. But yeah, that's all I had to say, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and the subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit the link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Well, no. Hit the link tree, join the Patreon. That's it. Peace.